Gods, what a fight. Is that the last of them? You sure? Well, I don't mean to second guess you. I understand that you are the commander for a reason. I just heard something over there, and I'm a little concerned that maybe they're trying to pull some kind of tactical maneuver. Of course, I'll go check it out and report back. God, it sucks having to answer to that idiot. Okay. I know you're hiding over there, and you might as well come out now. No answer. Look, my commander might honestly believe that there are no survivors, but I caught a glimpse of you running out the back of the tank and hiding in that ditch. I know you're down there. I'm giving you an opportunity to surrender as a prisoner of war, and I would highly suggest that you take me up on that. I'm getting impatient. You would not like me when I'm angry. I'm not going to repeat myself again. You can come out of there and walk on your own 2 feet. Or I don't think you'd like the alternative. Is that a white flag? You don't need to surrender. You've been captured. Maybe not physically, not yet, but do you really think you're getting out of here without any of your vehicles left intact? What did your general think when they were planning to invade here? Well, I guess the soldiers on the ground wouldn't even know. The generals don't usually let everyone in on the strategy. Allow me to fill you in. These lands are protected by magic and gods older than humanity itself. Your war machines malfunctioned the second they crossed into our territory. And without them, really, you had no chance. Now, I am supposed to be bringing you back to my commander and letting her decide what to do with you. But she doesn't even think there are any survivors. So, bringing you before her requires you make it to the capital in one piece. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Who's to say? It's a long trek from here. Without any vehicles for you to hide in, you'll have to deal with all of the disease-carrying insects that I'm quite sure you don't have immunity to. And that's not even mentioning poisonous snakes, spiders, all manner of creepy crawly critters. Things that I have grown up playing with that would be a death sentence to a human. Honestly, invading hostile territory, to what end? There's nothing here for you to claim. There's no resources humanity can make use of. You can't even settle here. The land itself fights against you. Honestly, my opinion, this invasion was doomed from the start. Now, as some random ground-level soldier, it's unlikely you have a lot of information that would be valuable. So it's unlikely you would make a valuable prisoner. The Geneva Convention? I'm sorry, did you see the signature of our queen on that document that was signed? The Geneva Convention applies only to warfare between humans. You were not fighting humans. We do not follow human rules. We do not obey human conventions. Now, I respect life. I mean, look around. We live in a jungle. There is life everywhere. But there is a limit to what I'm willing to tolerate. You are awfully mouthy for a prisoner. I would have thought that it would be a better idea to keep quiet. Running your mouth could just get you into trouble. Remember, there's a long way to go. And so many things that could possibly go wrong. I imply nothing. I state the facts. And the facts are, it is a long trip through dangerous terrain that even now is trying to fight against you. Look at these vines coiling towards you. I'm not doing this. The spirit of the land itself, the spirit of the forest, does not want you here. So I can walk away and leave you at the mercy of the uncaring forest. Or I can take you safely back to my city and take you before the commander and let her decide what to do with you. These are your only options. You're welcome to try a flare, if you think it would help. But I would recommend against it. That would give the wolves a very clear indication of where you are, and I don't think they would be as forgiving as even the forest. I think you're beginning to understand. There's something very honorable and impressive about you sticking to the loyalty you have for your commander. Soldier to soldier, I respect that. It's also incredibly foolish. Your commander's not here. If you know what's good for you, you would be more willing to talk. I can do everything in my power to get you back to the capital safely. But if you're not willing to talk when the commander questions you, well, let me put it this way. These Geneva conventions that humans have, that we do not, feel like a waste of resources. Why keep an enemy soldier alive and continue to keep them clothed and in shelter and fed? That takes away our resources, caring for someone who came here to attack us. No, if you will not cooperate, it won't even be my decision. You may not live long enough to regret it. If that sounds like a bad outcome to you, you'll need to check your attitude. And that means answering questions respectfully. You don't barge into someone else's home and treat them like garbage. It may not be in these conventions of yours, but basic decency to another living being requires you don't act that way. Why are you specifically, not your military, not your commanders and your generals, why are you specifically a member of the military that invaded? Do you volunteer? Ah, patriotism. An admirable enough quality, until it gets taken to its inevitable extreme, and used to justify extreme violence against others. What do you mean that doesn't happen? Look around you, it happened today. It failed, Well, perhaps it didn't happen. It was attempted. You really don't get it, do you? What is it that they told you that convinced you that we are an enemy worth fighting? Oh, is that it? That makes sense. You humans polluted the waters all over the planet, the only fresh water left you have to take from others while you're not taking this water. No. You invaded during the day. And you saw the creatures of the forest fighting back. You have not seen the ones that come out at night. I don't think you would want to. Well, let's just say these long-standing oral traditions humans have of terrifying creatures lurking in the shadows, they have a basis in reality. The land here is unlike any other land on the planet. And the creatures here are the same. They are unlike anything else. Yes, that's exactly why these giant flies won't leave you alone. I'm not spilling any secrets. I'm not the prisoner here. If you want to learn about why these flies don't bother me at all and are swarming around you, maybe you'd better take a look at the society you people have created. Flies are attracted to garbage. That's what I mean. And they are attracted to you, not me. If I could control them, I would be having much more fun. No. No one can control them. We are just a part of the living creatures in this forest like any other. We all get along. These flies, they indicate things I'm not willing to disclose. Though I do think my commander would be very interested. Well, maybe it's a little too traumatic for you to really look around and take a view of the battlefield here. But I can tell you that none of the... How to put this delicately? None of your former comrades, who now lay unmoving on the ground, not a single one of them are covered in flies, not yet. They seem to prefer you over a meal that cannot swat them away. There must be a reason for that. I don't know it. These things are beyond me. I'm just a soldier, just like you. But unlike you, I didn't invade someone's home with machines of war. So, unlike you, I am where I belong. You do not belong here. And if you want to stay in one piece, you will do as I say, until we get back to the capital, and then you will do as the commander says. Is that clear? Good. Very good. Now it's a long trip, and it's through unfamiliar, uneven, and, frankly for you, hostile terrain. So we're not going to walk. I'm going to just carry you. You know, for all of your flaws, mistakes, the word escapes me. Whatever that word is, You are at least very interesting. Well, you invaded. Oh, I'm not going to stop bringing that up. Are you out of your mind? You're a member of a foreign military. You invaded. And when things started going wrong, you tried to run away. And admittedly, you did not get far. But you tried. And you tried to remain hidden. But yet, you have the arrogance to snap back at me like I'm the one in the wrong here. It's almost like watching a puppy demand to get more treats. It's adorable if misguided. I will make you a deal. How's that? Well, I'm expected to be reporting back, and I should have been on my way before now. But you're just too interesting. You have my curiosity piqued. I want to learn more about why you joined this military. So I'm going to carry you back to the capital, and while we go, you are going to tell me your entire life story. If you're not interested, I mean, that's your choice. I'm still bringing you to the capital, and I will just report that you were uncooperative. I don't think you would like how that ends up, but the decision is yours. Ah. So we have an agreement. Very good. In that case, oh yeah, very light. It's not meant to be offensive. It's just true. I lift boulders heavier than you for training. You won't even weigh me down. So, your life story. Start talking. Hello everyone, Star here, and thank you for listening to this video, audio kind of thing. It feels a little, I don't know what the word is, like forced to keep saying that same catchphrase over and over, but it's also fun. This video, audio thing, it's fun. Anyway, so this was a very fun one, to be very upfront. And I want to thank everyone who participated in the polls that I put up on YouTube on my community tab before recording this, because it gave me a direction to go, right? A premise to start with. And I had fun with it. I really did. I don't know. I feel like there are a lot of spots where I paused trying to figure out what I was going to say next and such, so I'm not sure what this video length will end up being after I'm done editing. But as of now, we're closing in on 25 minutes, which is a great hell yeah. I feel good about that. And I don't know. I don't know. I imagine Amazonian stuff generally does well. I imagine this will too. I don't know where to continue a story from here beyond, get back to the capital, and then I don't know. But when I sat down to record this, I didn't know I was going to start talking about the wolves and the creatures in the dark, and like, it's improv, stuff just kind of, if it feels right, if it fits, then there it is. So we will see what happens. That's gonna be it for this one though. So thank you very much to anyone who listened this far into the outro. A lot of people don't. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Or, I guess not see, but I will, record voice lines and upload them for next time. Anyway, yeah, bye. Mwah.